The GEQ217 is perfect low deck equipment trailer if you're looking to haul heavier weights and you have the tow vehicle for it. It's our triple axle equipment trailer, simply with a gooseneck option added. There's pros and cons between goosenecks and bumper pulls. With the gooseneck, if you have a big enough truck, that's optimal. The benefit is your hitch point, instead of being at the very back of your truck, the weight is now sitting right above your axle, so the weight is distributed much better to the truck. You can turn tighter corners, it handles better, rides better. So for the heavier weights and you have the tow vehicle, with gooseneck is definitely the way to go. This one here behind me is a 26 foot on three 7,000 pound axles, available in a 20 to a 30 foot length, flat deck. You can get the drive over fenders, the wide body, a few different ramp options. We'll take a look over this one and see how they've optioned it up. Starting right at the front, on a standard gooseneck, you'll get the 2 5/16 ball coupler, adjustable height, safety chains obviously, and our Arctic wiring harness front. You know it's the Arctic one because it's blue. Also on the gooseneck, in between the neck uprights, we always get the upright toolbox. On this particular model, because the frame is so wide, it's an extra wide, almost twice as wide as on some of the other models, so you get extra wide upright toolbox along with this gooseneck upgrade. Also with the gooseneck package, you get dual 12,000 pound jacks. There is a few different jack upgrades available as well, 25,000 pound jacks. You could even go to hydraulic if you wanted to spend the money. The frame on this model is an 8-inch C-channel frame with the 3-inch cross members, just like any of the other equipment models would have. Rub rail stake pockets on our Pro Series, you guys know, comes as a standard. Now we mentioned the fenders a little bit earlier. This is our standard checker plate heavy duty fender. It's ideal for walking on, treated as a step. This is not the drive over fender, however. Drive over fender is sloped quite a bit more, you've seen before, and with that you would also add the wide body option. So if you had wider pieces of equipment, lifts, dually trucks, you'd be able to drive right over the fenders and have that full 102-inch deck width. 3 7,000 pound Lippert spring axles. Got a few different options there as well on this model. You can do 8,000 pound axles, you can do torsion suspension, tire upgrades. Again, all suitable depending on what you're doing with it. At the back, straight deck is standard with 7-foot polo ramps. Now this one is what we call the DT7 ramp. It's essentially the same as the BT7, the big Conquer ramp, just a baby version of it. Works the same, built the same, just everything's a little bit smaller. So again, safety latch at the side. If you're loading pieces of equipment that need the full deck, just like the bigger version on the goosenecks, you can lock it in place so it's upright. You don't lose your deck here. Your equipment can sit all the way back. Transport it like this. If you did need the full deck, you would just flip it down for freight or long material that could lay flat. They're also spring assisted coming up and down, so they lift quite easily up and down, and they are quite a bit smaller. You do have multiple tie down options as well on this model, which are available on essentially any of the flat deck models. D-rings are a popular upgrade. This particular customer only wanted one set right between the fenders, but you can add as many as you want, weld on D-rings up and down the sides. The decking on these, again, it's a standard in all of our models. It's Douglas fir, heat treated, nice heavy lumber, minimal shrinkage and crackage.